Hey guys, it's Duchess, and I have been tagged to do the New Year's tag and talk about what my 2014 was like and goals for my 2015. I was tagged by the lovely Amaya, who I will leave her New Year's tag in which she tagged me in the description. You should definitely subscribe to her. I'm also gonna link her Facebook page because she's shooting for 100 subscribers and 100 likes on Facebook for 2015, and she's really deserving of it, so let's see if we can help her reach her goal. So thank you, Amaya, for tagging me, and here are my answers to the New Year's tag. Number 1, what is something you did in 2014 that you've never done before? This was at the end of the year, but I had never gone to Tennessee before, and I went there for the last week of 2014, a couple days after Christmas, and was there for the first few days of 2015. And like I said, I had never been there before. I met some of David's family members that I had never met before, so that was something. I also never owned any Ever After High dolls until this year. I got my first one in February, I believe? Yes, February. Number 2, did you keep any of your New Year's resolutions, and did you make any new ones for this year? I honestly don't remember my New Year's resolutions from last year. But I did make a few ones this year, and since I am filming this 23 days into 2015, I've already gotten a start at making some of those resolutions happen. My first resolution was to go to a con. I want to go to a convention, and guess what? It's already happening! I'm going to be at MegaCon 2015 with a few of my friends and hopefully, fingers crossed, my boyfriend David. I've already got like all my cosplays planned, and I'm gonna start ordering stuff and book the hotel and everything. I'm so excited. This is like actually happening. So there will be a MegaCon vlog series, and I'll give more information about what I'm going to be doing in the pre-MegaCon video, which will come out a few days before the con, talking about what cosplays I'm going to do, and what panels I'm going to be at, and just what I'm going to be doing for each day. And yeah, just super excited! Another resolution was to actually start watching the shows that are on my to-watch list, and there are many, and also to actually finish them. I've already started Love Live School Idol Project. I'm on season 2 of that right now, so I'm going to finish it like this weekend. I swore to myself. And Horo Masuko? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I've only seen the first episode of that because I want to finish Love Live, but then I'll finish that. And while I technically started it last year, I'm also going to finish Kamigami no Asobi. I swear there are shows on my to-watch list that are not anime. And David has been joking with me, like, oh, so your New Year's resolution is basically to become a weeaboo, and I'm like, I guess. And last, and probably the most important resolution, is to finally move out of my house! It's also David's resolution. I have been wanting to move out of this house forever because this is not a great environment for me. Like, I like the house itself, but just a lot of personal, complicated stuff. Basically, I can't deal with it here right now, and I've wanted to live with David for quite a while, so David and I are really gonna try to make it our goal this year to move out and get a place of our own. Number 3, what would you like to have in 2015 that you lacked in 2014? Cosplay and cons, and like I said, that's already happening. I already have 2 new cosplays that I'm going to do for MegaCon. They are both casual, but I am eventually going to plan some full cosplays. They're not totally in the budget right now because I'm saving most of my money for the con itself, but I am planning cosplays for MegaCon and also after MegaCon. I finished 1 cosplay last year, and while I am really proud of it, it did come out really well. In fact, it's probably the best cosplay that I've done so far, arguably, but I want to do more. I really want to do more. I've got so many characters planned, and it keeps changing. Like, obviously I have the ones that I'm going to do for MegaCon up at the top of the list because I'm going to need them by April, but there are more that I would like to get done, and hopefully get some cosplays done. And like I said, go to cons. Like, if I can go to other cons this year besides MegaCon, that would be amazing. But even if it's just MegaCon, like, I will be satisfied with that. I want to go to a convention. I've never been, and I would love to. Number 4, what was your biggest achievement in 2014? My biggest achievement in 2014 was definitely that I gained a lot of confidence this year in myself. Of course, I'm not totally at the level that I would like to be at yet, and I do have moments where I'm not as confident in myself as I would like to be, but I have definitely gained a lot of self-confidence, and I've really been trying to work on that. That was a big thing for me around the middle of the year, but it did continue, and it's just something that I'm still working on, but I feel like I have come a long way in that department, and that is really important to me, so that was definitely my biggest achievement. Number 5, what was the best thing you bought? Honestly, the first thing that comes to mind are my 3 Corpse Bride shirts, because I've wanted Corpse Bride merch forever, and finally was able to get some because they would be at Hot Topic. They finally started selling them in Hot Topic. But I technically only bought one of them, so I will say my Corpse Bride tank top. Number 6, what was your favorite TV program? Definitely Steven Universe and Sophia the First. Number 7, what was the most valuable life lesson that you learned? This kind of goes along with the self-confidence thing that I talked about earlier, but the most valuable life lesson that I learned in 2014 was that it's totally okay to value yourself and do what you need to do to make yourself okay and make yourself happy. I am treating myself. If I'm having a bad day, if I'm able to, I'm going to, either call David and see if he can come over, or put on one of my favorite movies and just, be happy, like do something to make myself happy and make myself feel okay. And I learned that that's something that you always need to do, and it's totally okay to do. It's totally okay to love yourself and be comfortable with yourself and do what you need to do to make yourself happy, or at least content with your life. So thank you for that. That got really personal toward the end, and I'm sorry about that, but 2014 was definitely a year. So that was the New Year's tag. Thank you so much for watching. Tune in on Tuesday. I'm finally going to put up my top 10 favorite animated movies of 2014. It's long overdue, I'm sorry, but there's so many videos and editing and everything, it takes a lot of time. So I'll see you guys later, and thank you for watching.